What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brown, James Brown, Nick James Brown. That is really stupid. Hey, it's Nick. Welcome back for another video. Here we are. We got a night cruise tonight. I'm testing out a new camera. This is the Insta360 One RS 1-inch 360 camera. Has a mouthful. Silly name. I wish they would have picked a better model name for this camera. But anyways, yeah, I'm testing this camera out. It's got 1-inch dual 1-inch sensors with Leica lenses. It's like the best quality you can get in a small-ish action camera, 360 camera at this point. And it's brand new, just came out. And so this is my first test, taking it out at night to see how it performs. And a little grin on my face there. Brett was warning me about that bump to slow down, and instead I leaned into it and accelerated, got some air. So off there to the right is Ontario Place. That's where we just were, enjoying the sunset. If you watch my last video of us racing on the IndyCar track, this is the same day. This is just the night. So same group of guys here, and we went out, enjoyed the sunset, had a couple drinks. It was beautiful. There's B-Rye on his Begode Master, giving the camera a little swipe. On my left there's a guy named Patrick. He's from Montreal. Great guy. Never met him before, but he is in town visiting, and he linked up with some of our riders and wanted to come out for a ride. So we wanted to show him around town. So that's what this ride is us taking him all around downtown and giving him a little tour of the city. Although he used to live here, so he's somewhat familiar with it. Right there, that guy just passed by me. One of the best riders in Toronto. His name is Tuan Tua. He's the older brother of Electric Roller, if you guys have heard of him on TikTok, social media. He's one of the most followed EUC riders out there. Tuan's his older brother, and he's riding on a broken leg right now. He got in a serious crash. A car hit him in an intersection like 2 months ago at most, and he had surgery, and his leg was shattered essentially. And he still has pain walking, but he can ride. He's riding with us right now. He's keeping up with us at fairly quick speeds, and it's just insane to see him back riding before he can walk without pain. It's probably not recommended by his doctor, but it's awesome to see him out here. So and Tuan, he just turned 50, I think, last year. So there he is right there on the left. But like I said, he's one of the best riders in Toronto. So yeah, here we're cruising along the Martin Goodman Trail. Well, not now. No, crossing over the bridge, over the freeway. But getting back to the camera, I'm really impressed with the results. I haven't messed with this footage at all. This is essentially raw, out of the camera. Maybe in future videos I'll tweak the color, but for this one I wanted to get a sense of what the image looks like at night, in low light, or riding in the city, without adjusting color in post at all. And this is it. This is what it looks like. It's by far the best action camera I've seen. And just to clarify, for people always ask if they aren't familiar with 360 cameras, is that a drone? Like, how are you getting the shot? Where's the selfie stick? All of that. So is not a drone. This is literally a 360 camera. There you can see the shadow. Every once in a while you see the shadow. I'm holding a selfie stick. It's like a few feet long, and just a small 360 camera on the end with two lenses, capturing 180 in each direction. So it captures everything, and the special sauce in the software removes the selfie stick when you stitch it together on the computer. So it's great for writing EUC because your hand's free, and you could get all these cool shots. So here we are, parking up at a spot called Loga's Corner. It's a Tibetan cafe. These guys in the window are saying, what the heck? But if you're ever in Toronto, go to Loga's Corner. They've got the best momos, and the owner is awesome. I bought a shirt when I was there. It was great. Check out Loga's Corner. The place is legit. All right, so now we're cruising along, I don't know, Bloor Street. I'm so bad. I would be the worst Toronto tour guide. I've lived here almost 7 years now, and I'm just terrible with the street names. So I trust the other guys when we're out here riding, and I just keep up with them, ride around. Again, I'm terrible with the street names. But here you can see we're on one of the roads with a streetcar because we're just in the middle of the streetcar track. It's oftentimes the safest spot for us to ride. You see us go in and out of the bike lanes sometimes when they're clear, but generally, if we're riding motorcycle and car speeds, it's too dangerous for us to be in the bike lane with slower traffic. So this may look sketchy to some people, but when you're confident in riding, this is actually the safest ways to keep up with traffic. So I threw my googly eyes on the front there, a little happy face on the back, just so people know I'm out to have a good time. I'm not out to harm anyone. Pretty cool shot here coming over the bridge. We're coming back towards the lake now. We're gonna go down. You see the CN Tower way back there in the distance on the right. But to see the clouds in the sky with not very much noise is just incredible in a little action camera. Never seen anything like it. So I'm really happy so far. It's really clean. Obviously it doesn't look great when I shine my light right into the lens. But it's artsy fartsy. Creative license, baby. So we're on the Martin Goodman Trail here. We're gonna rip down to High Park, but I wanted to take the beach path here. It's a cool little wooden path along the beach. The beach is off to the right there. It's hard to see. I should have lit it up with my torch to get a better view. But during the day, there's generally a lot of people out here, so we don't ride on this very often. But at night, it's nice and clear, so it's worth it. See the moon in the background there, reflecting off the lake. It was a beautiful night. Oh, low angle, goody good. Here we got the Neon Riders. This is a crew that meets every Thursday in Toronto. They light up all their bikes and neon lights and music, and they ride around. Sometimes we link up with them and ride with them, but sometimes we just cross paths like that and give them some shout outs. So it's a fun crew, a little slower speed since most of them are on bikes. So we're going for a faster rip tonight, so no time to meet up with them. See me using my torch here. I carry that in my other hand that I'm not filming with when I'm night riding. It's mostly for safety. Since I'm not using the lights on my wheel, they're kind of useless on this wheel. This is the RS high torque, so I covered them up with googly eyes, and when I need a light, I just use a flashlight. It's way brighter. I've got a headlamp too. That's more for safety, just for visibility, other cars and people to see me. But the flashlight is the best. It's by far the best way to ride. EUC since you're hands-free. So another thing I'll talk about here is the audio that you're hearing. Not my voiceover. This is I'm recording after the fact. But the other layer of audio is all what's coming out of the camera, and I'm using the what's it called? The Rode wireless Go-To setup. Needs like an adapter for the 360 camera, but you plug that adapter in, and then I've actually got a microphone, a wireless microphone on my backpack. I'll point it out if I see it in another shot. But with the mic on my back, it cuts a lot of the wind noise that is usually really bad in these EUC videos because we're going fast. And so all of the audio that you're hearing that's not me talking right now is what I recorded into the camera using this wireless mic. So no wind noise. All the music is just music that's coming off my wheel. My wheel has speakers, and so I'm playing music and controlling it with a little Bluetooth controller on my wrist that is playing Spotify on my phone. But it's crazy that the audio is usable and doesn't have all that really annoying wind noise. So pretty cool little setup. See here, I'm using my torch just to indicate to people behind me that I'm turning left. Use it as a blinker. So here we are turning into High Park, one of the nicest green spaces in Toronto. There's Patrick on the left that just passed us all. He's riding a Sherman. That's the other wheel that I have. My favorite wheel. It's my favorite, all around wheel and just the look of it and everything. So it's fast wheel, and he's ripping on that. I had to catch up to him. I couldn't let him beat us on our home course. You see those pads right there on the side? Those are called power pads. These specific ones I'm riding with are the Kai pads. These are brand new. I just got them, and they're awesome. I'm really liking them. I've used a lot of Clark pads. It's another brand that's common and popular. Which I've been a big fan of Clark pads for as long as I've been riding, and these Kai pads are honestly like my favorite. They're really, really nice. Everyone that I've let try them in the crew here in Toronto has loved them immediately within like 2-3 seconds of stepping on the wheel. So I highly recommend checking them out. They got some nice features that some other that no other pads in the market have, and the print quality is just awesome. I got them in clear, translucent, and you can see all the different amount of infill and the patterns in the print, and it's a really, really high quality print. So highly recommend them. I'm not a salesman, but Kai pads, in my opinion, the best ones out there right now. Check them out. Made by a guy named Kai Sherman, based in the States. So here we are, still just ripping through High Park. There are a bunch of trails through High Park as well that are fun, but we're not trail riding at night. We're planning to just rip fast all around the city, cover as much ground as we can in a night. There's me. I had to adjust my backpack or something, so I gave my camera to B-Rye to hold for a second. He's passing it off like a baton in a relay race. Now I think this is Bloor Street. I know I thought it was last time too, and maybe it was, but I think this is Bloor. It's whatever street is at the north end of High Park. I'm gonna get so much crap from the Toronto people for not knowing this. I could have just looked it up on a map before I recorded this voiceover, but can't be bothered. It's good enough. So this is cool here. You can see the clouds in the sky, and there's like a plane up in the sky. You can see a plane. All while there's still really great detail in the middle of the shot, the foreground, the point of interest. Just really great dynamic range and low light sensitivity for an action camera. Patrick again on the right. He's leading the pack a lot of this ride. He was not shy. It was really fun. He had no problem keeping up with us at all. Said it reminded him of riding in New York. And the riders in New York are notorious for being some of the craziest riders in the world. Sorry if you guys get bored with some of these long shots, but I'm a sucker for long shots and oneers, single takes. Because editing sort of, you can hide a lot of stuff with editing. And so although these long shots may get boring, I really like to show the entire scene of what's really going on and not cut around very often. So it's kind of my style, is more long form as opposed to short form, TikTok, Instagram, social media stuff. I don't really post a lot on any of those short form platforms. But YouTube is cool because it does high res, 4K and above if you can do it. But it just supports a higher quality and longer. I can upload these like 30-minute or 1 hour long videos in 4K, and it's just I'm a quality buff, I guess. I'm a sucker for high quality. So that said, if you're not watching it in 4K, you're missing out. I'm not gonna judge you, but just watch it in 4K. It looks so much better. It's very crispy. But again, the fact that this is usable audio without that annoying wind noise makes it so much more enjoyable, in my opinion, to just sit back and watch these videos and feel like you're there. That's kind of my whole goal with these. Not that there's a goal at all. I just enjoy sharing them. Because I think it's really crazy what's out there in terms of the technology. It just blows me away. If you would have told me as a kid that they were going to have this, I wouldn't have believed it. But here we are. And so I like to just share it with people and show what's out there, show what's possible. And I hope some people enjoy it. And that's all I could ask, because I really don't care about like subscribers or followers or that type of thing. I'm not trying to make any money off it. That's why I have music in my videos that have copyright flags that tell me I'm not going to make any money off it, because I like the music more than I want to make money off of these videos. So yeah, that's all. I just hope that people enjoy it and don't feel obligated to like or subscribe or any of that nonsense. But if you do, you'll get some notifications that as I make new videos and stuff. But I care less. Got to get that low angle. So yeah, I'm riding the Bigode RS high torque. I generally don't ride this wheel downtown. Usually I'm ripping on my Sherman. That wheel that's on the right there that Patrick is riding is better for high speed. But this RS high torque is really fun. It's a bit zippier. It just doesn't have the top speed that the Sherman has. But it's lighter, it's more nimble. Overall, it's more fun to ride. It's by far my funnest riding experience. Couldn't tell you what street this is either. One of the main streets in Toronto. Super helpful, I know. See up in the left, in the sky there, those are planes. See airplanes coming in to the airport. That's pretty cool. Again, you might need to be in 4K to see that detail, but it's there. You hear I'm in the bike lane, but I'm going faster than that car, so it's like most of the time I prefer to be in the road. But if there's no traffic in the bike lanes, sometimes you get away with avoiding cars and getting across the city quicker. So, like I said, in and out, just using discretion. Oh, I saw a sign for Bloor Street. We were on Bloor. Just in case anyone cared. And now we must be heading south since we took a right. And we are heading towards the downtown core where you'll see the CN Tower, I believe, in a minute here. Not sure what little side street this is that we're taking down. But it's a good one because there's not a lot of traffic. So we can just sort of open up and enjoy it. Taking a little seat. Gives the knees a break. And it's just really fun. Feels even a little bit more like dream flying when you're even lower to the ground and leaning forward. You just got to be careful for bumps. You got to stand up and use your knees as suspension for the bumps. At least I do. If you have a wheel with suspension, you can get away with not bending your knees as much or taking bumps seated. A bunch of new wheels that are coming out or that have come out this season have suspension, and a bunch of the guys are riding around on them. I've tested all of them, and it's really, really nice. It's an even smoother experience than this. It's just like floating on clouds, and really awesome. There's the CN Tower. We're heading that way, although we're not going to go all the way to the CN Tower tonight. We'll do that in another video when we do the sunset cruise. And then we'll go to the CN Tower. LCBO on the right there, LICBO. That's the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. For people not from Canada, that's like a government-run place to get alcohol. It's all regulated through the government. There's no like small liquor stores like there are in the States and other places. I'm just giving a little love brush to the streetcar. I would have never done that before, but I've ridden with Seb a little bit too much. Seb Marana, he's the absolute craziest rider in Toronto, possibly the world. Check him out at EUC in the 6. Seb he's one of my favorite guys here in Toronto, and absolute craziest rider, but he always just brushes up against the streetcars so nice, just caresses them. So I, every once in a while, do the same. No harm, no foul. All right, and now we're coming into our last stop here, Nathan Phillips Square, in the heart of downtown. You'll see the lit up Toronto letters here in a minute. That's City Hall in the background. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Got a sense of what this 1-inch 360 camera looks like. Even in this neon night lighting, it's still holding up really well. So again, if you enjoyed this, I don't care if you give it a like or subscribe. That's not why I'm making these. I just enjoy it and figure it's worth sharing for other people to possibly enjoy as well. So, hope everyone's doing well, and you have a great night. See you back soon. Cheers.